Good morning, everyone. Let's just namaskar, tapa kundalini and put ourselves into bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji. Wonderful to have your company this morning. We just do a few little things and then we'll listen mainly to the talk this morning is what we'll do. But we'll start with the three great mantras. And let's just in our hearts, as we do it, just really welcome Shri Mataji to this morning meditation. That through these mantras, really welcoming her, really desiring to have her presence here and within us, and that her attention is in our Sahasrara, and that our hearts are open, and so let's get on with that. Mataji, please be in our brains. Please make your seat in our brains. Shri Mataji, please be the ruler of our brain. Shri Mataji, may every word, every action, everything I do be a reflection of your divinity within us. Let's do one mantra to Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's now do the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, and deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And let's just put our right hand across our forehead, bow our head slightly, and here, let's just say within ourselves, Mother, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. And let's make sure that we're doing that from our heart. That whatever troubles us, or whoever we think has troubled us, crossed us, let's just forgive. And most of all, forgive ourselves, so that our hearts open to others. Mother, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. Let's put our right hand onto our hearts and do one mantra to Shri Shiva Parvati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please fill my heart with the joy of my spirit. Let this divine love flow through me. This morning I've chosen a Sri Durga Puja talk from Vienna in 1982.
Today is the first day we are having this puja in this country of Austria. This country is a historical country with different upheavals it has gone through. We learned so many lessons in that. But human beings are such that they do not relate the calamities with their mistakes. That's how they go on repeating the same mistakes again and again. The visit to Vienna was overdue. And I came on a day when we had to celebrate the birthday of Machindranath. It's very auspicious for all of you that he should be today complete his 1 year of life. I bless him. All the flowers, the choicest flowers of beauty and bliss on him and his family, all his relations and his family. There are so many things which are being done for the first time. I should say, the first time I've come to Vienna, to Austria, at first time I've come to the birthday of a child on his first birthday. And on an Ashtami, that is today, is the 8th day of the moon, which is increasing, Shukla Pakshi. That first time, all the weapons of the goddess are to be worshipped. This was a great idea because these weapons work all the time, not only to kill the evil, but to protect the good. We were never worshipped before, and that today, if human beings realize their importance and significance, then lots of problems, the good, were never worshipped before, and that today, if human beings realize their importance and significance, then lots of problems of atomic bombs and all these things that are being created could be solved by diverting them to the right direction, using them for the destruction of the evil forces and not the good. also for protecting human life, nourishing human life. The same weapons can be used in a wrong direction, but rightly used, they can be dedicated for the use of God's work. All that is created by human beings, which looks apparently a instrument of destruction. But if human beings use their wisdom, they will find out that all these inventions that have come to them from the prompting of the unconscious are for the work of God. All scientific research, everything that has been done, all these instruments that you have produced are for the use of God. In a way we can say that human beings have worked to create methods as instruments, as social, economic, political institutions. To advance the mechanism of God's work. The unconscious has worked through human beings. All these institutions, if they are put to the right side of their activity and not to the hellish activity, they all can join together to complete the work of the day. Like in the East, people believe that God has created this beautiful body of human beings, and it is for human beings to create beautiful artistic clothes to enhance the beauty of what God has created, to glorify the beauty what God has created, to respect the beauty that God has created. And that's what has happened in many spheres of life, of human activities, and should have happened in all of them if they had used their wisdom. Question of knowledge that I discussed before is very important to understand. The knowledge that was forbidden once upon a time as Adam and Eve has been a big problem for human beings to understand. It was the case when God created human beings first time, apart from the celestial beings who were perfect. That he wanted to see if these human beings could grow in their population and in their awareness, in their innocence, they would become self-realized. But it was an experiment, and the human beings failed God at that time because they listened to baser promotions or baser prompting. That's how they failed. And they lost their innocence. The loss of innocence is the sin which was first committed. And that sin took a different turn for human beings. Now that knowledge, what thou said, is not this real knowledge. That was the avidya, the artificial knowledge, the knowledge that I am something, that I am the door, the ego. Till the animal stage, there was no ego. And then the ego started growing. We can say that's the beginning of the original sin, that I am something. I am doing something. It's I who can do it. Alright? So God said, let's see. Let's see their little courage. And let them decide. So the plans were changed. One had to think now that we should get incarnations on this earth to help these people, to guide them, to put them into balance, to put them into proper understanding of dharma, so they keep to that balance. But every time I refuse to accept the balance. And this I goes very far from reality. Today also, when we come to Sahaja, I see people, they don't grow very fast. Because of this I, they have questions, they have doubts, they have problems. Because of this original sin, people cannot grow very fast. That I am the one, I am free. Why that? Why this? Who are you to ask questions? Who has made you? Have you made yourself? What did you do to become a human being? Why this kind of egoistical behavior towards God? Why God has made us? Why this thing? Who are you to ask any question? But it is so. The questioning goes on, and such people are very dangerous for search. If they have to come for puja, I am worried. Not because anything will happen to puja, but we may lose them completely. Such egoistical, stupid people get lost. As a mother, I have simple compassion and love for them, and I feel sad that they could have been saved. But this questioning mind of theirs can drown them. This is the basic original sin that human beings have created. Apart from that, we have problem that we have come from animal stage to this stage. So there are animal brutal conditionings within us. Then we have gone through other conditionings which were created in the history by the same Mr. I, who started institutions, who started organizing religions. For example, take Christianity. Christ came here to break your ego. On the contrary, people built a big ego out of it. Now, there are some Sahajogis who believe that Sahaja is a Christian Sahaja or a Hindu Sahaja. Still, that lingers on. That lingers on. That it is a Christian Sahaja. For Christians, it has to be Christian Sahaja. For Hindus, it should be a Hindu Sahaja. For Muslim, it is Muslim Sahaja. It must relate to Islam because they can't get out of their own conditioning, so it must relate to that. It must explain everything that is there. They can't get out. See something. It could be also a Catholic Sahaja or a Protestant Sahaja. Could be even deeper than that. Like that, you see, it goes on. So you pull Sahaja Yoga into your own categories, into your own small little cups. But it's just the other way around. Sahaja Yoga is the ocean. It's a universal thing. It is a Mahayoga. It is not meant for Christians, Hindus, Muslims, or it's meant for human beings as they were. Have you got animals who are Christians, Hindus or Muslims? This all comes because of the original sin only, that we are something. We are Christians, we are Hindus, we are Muslims. In Sahaja Yoga, one has to understand that all the rivers, whether it is the river Ganges, or the river Yamuna, or it is the river Thames, or your Danube, any river, that all of them flow into the same ocean and become the ocean. They say that when all the rivers flow in the river Ganges, they are all called as Surasari, means the river of the gods. No more people call them by this different name of the tributaries that are there. In the same way, Sahaja Yoga is the ocean. You cannot name it. Do not try to find its identity with other things. If you start doing that, then your mind will start becoming that small little cup. And moreover, if you are coming from some organized religions, it's very important to understand that organized religions make your cup even stronger. It doesn't dissolve. If it is a disorganized religion, then it's a cup of earthenware which can dissolve into this ocean. But if it is a solid, nice porcelain, Maison, then there is no possibility. Then you are adhering to all that conditioning, all that solidness, and then it's very difficult. All the time you have to bring in Christ, or you have to bring in Muhammad, or you have to bring in Zoroaster, or someone like that, who should be there to guide you. Now your guidance is your spirit, which is unlimited. So you don't have to bring any one of them. They are all within you. They are part and parcel. But to stick on to one person is again a sign that you are not expiring. You know that you are all. You have got Shri Krishna within you, who is awakened. You have got Christ within you. You have got Ganesha within you. You have got Brahmadeva within you. And you have got Muhammad within you. And you've got all of them. Moses, everyone within you. So how can you be identified with one person? The reason is you are still conditioned. And you want to drag it into your own condition. So try and bring it at a position where there is no condition. We can see our conditioning works so much with our style. Because as human beings, we have a habit of forming a closed sector. Whether it is ourselves, first we close ourselves as I am XYZ. Then we can club together as, say, we are, say, people who use fork and knives. There could be people who just use the fork and knives this way, can be clubbed together. The others who use this way can be another way. See, it goes on like that. All kinds of stupidity that human beings have to club together. All right, use the way you like, makes no difference. You eat the same food, it digests the same way, it works the same way. But as far as the outside is concerned, when it comes to human activity, they will use the fork and spoon in a different way. Somebody will use their hands, fingers, and somebody will, may use daggers. I don't know how they can manage to go to what limit. So this is what it is. In doing something, in doing any activity, then only human beings make it a closed circuit. That this is how we do it, this is how they do it, how it is. The method of another party or people. This groupism is the worst of all and is against the laws of nature. You can be an individual as far as your appearance is concerned, as far as your hair color is concerned or your eye color is concerned. That's God has created you that way. But all other things that you have created are dead. All other clubbing methods you have created are absolutely of no value. They are just mythical. There's nothing truth in it, nothing that should be worthy considering. It's just a myth. So one has to understand that there is nothing like a Sahaja Yoga, which is a Christian Sahaja Yoga, which is a Protestant Sahaja Yoga, or a Catholic Sahaja Yoga. I find this at a very subtle point where people talk of collectivity, that they don't understand that we are not collective because we have so many tags, you see, attached to us, like the conditionings of our own doings. It could be in Switzerland, it could be in Austria, it could be in Rome, or it could be in India, anywhere. These conditionings we have to get rid. We should know we are human beings created by God, and whatever is within us that is real, created by Him, is the only thing that we have to be. And all the rest of conditioning we should try to be. Everything is complementary. From this place you have to learn something, from that place you have to learn something. Every place has something to learn and to understand. And there is nothing that can be retained by some people as something higher or lower. But of course, where this ego has developed more, this original sin has developed more, there is a possibility that such human beings must have created more conditioning. Naturally, the conditioning is much more. Or where they have been not at all moving about religion, about God, and have been sticking on, like you can say in Africa and all these places, could be that the conditioning could have been by the other forces called as Adi Bhautik, means the ones which are created out of what God has created. Like if they see the moon, they are afraid of the moon. If they see the trees, they are afraid of the trees. Sort of a mythical ideas about the nature itself. See, so there are two styles, as you always know. One is where they create a mythical ideas about the nature, the mythical side of nature. That is Adi Bhautik. And Adi Daivik are the mythical ideas about what you can produce. You are God. You are the Devas. And you want to create this. I am this, I am that. So there are two types of conditionings which work on it. And in modern times it is such a confused thing that both these sides, I don't know where they act. For example, the other day I was coming.
I'll leave that there. I'll post it afterwards. Let's just meditate silently, collectively together. And let's do the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's collectively Namaskar, Taipa Kundalini, put ourselves into Bandhan. If you wish to continue to meditate, I'll keep going for a few more minutes, and hope you all have a beautiful Sahaja day. Jai Shri Mataji. joining. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Jai Shri Mataji.